Shabbat Shalom, separate and together. A woman was upset because she felt that her husband wasn't being a good person. She figured, send him to church, that's going to straighten him out. So she made him go to church, but when he came home, he went straight to his neighbor's house and had an affair with his neighbor. What are you doing? She demanded. Well, he replied, in church I learned we're supposed to love our neighbor. Religion can be confusing at times. In this week's parsha, we feel a certain amount of the tension between the poles of separation and unification. Dr. Stephen Geller points out, following Rashi, that so many of the laws regarding holiness have to do with separation. Leading a holy life means not doing a lot of things. Eat this, but not this. Sacrifice this, but not this. Marry this person, but none of these people. And many religious traditions have ascetic paths, where the more we separate ourselves from things, the more religious we are. But at the same time, we are pulled and even commanded to come close to one another and to God. The sacrifices are called korbanot in Hebrew, which means that which comes close to God. And as much as we're commanded regarding people that we can't be intimate with, we're also commanded in this week's parsha to both love our neighbors and love the stranger. Obviously, there's a difference between romantic love and platonic love, but we still see the tension between separating ourselves from some things, while at the same time bringing ourselves closer to others. This can be very difficult. Aaron's sons, Nadav and Avihu, died in last week's parsha for trying to come close to God, but in the wrong way. So we have to constantly strive to find that correct balance between coming close in an appropriate way and separating ourselves from inappropriate things. How do we do that? Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel explains that when we pray, we shouldn't just be asking God for things, but rather we should be trying to align our will with God's will, to understand things as God does so that we can understand our role in the universe. When we understand that role, it's easier to know what is appropriate and what's not. Look forward to seeing the Shabbat at TRZ Friday night early at 6 p.m. when our Gan and Kita Aleph students will be leading services, and Saturday morning at 9 a.m. when we'll be celebrating the Bar Mitzvah of Jack Cohen. Shabbat Shalom.